I'm in love with my gym bro. I, male 22, fell in love with my gym bro, male 24.
Gay rights.
Problem being, I thought I was straight. This all started a few months ago. I noticed this guy at my gym and I knew something was immediately off. I was like nervous to even look at him, but I decided to get rid of that nervousness and just talk to him. He was actually really nice and funny and we quickly became buddies. Then about 2 weeks later, my girlfriend broke up with me. I told him that and we had a heart-to-heart where he casually came out as gay. But that initial offness that I felt when I first saw him didn't go away. And I quickly started to piece together that it was the same feeling I get when I look at a really pretty girl. Over the months, it's been increasingly hard to be near him because he's just so gorgeous, I guess. Whenever I go to sleep, I just imagine him there snuggled up to me. I just want to text him all the time. I just want to kiss him so bad. I guess this is me coming out as bi, ... I met a beautiful guy at the gym and we became best friends. I love his personality. He makes me laugh nonstop. And not gonna lie, he's mad thick. I want to ask him out so bad.
Why not? I mean, like, that's the thing, like, gender, sexuality, all these things are fluid. It's a sliding scale. You can be in a hetero relationship and then go into a gay relationship. Like, you can identify with something for some period and some other thing for whatever. Like, nothing is black and white. Like, again, I really think pansexuality or like no sexuality should be the default sexuality. Same with like gender fluidity. Like, you should be able to move around and test and experiment. If you haven't kissed a man, why not kiss a man and see if you like it? And if you don't like, it's the same thing. Like,
just like test driving a car.
Yeah.
Try
like,
it all out.
Everybody's gay.
So we do have some updates. Yes. Update 1. At the gym right now, we're going to do our sets. And when we leave, I'm going to walk him to his car and tell him, thanks for the courage, everyone.
Yay.
Update 2. I'm fucking crying in my car right now. Holy shit. He said yes.
Yay!
That's so cute. So I walked him to his car and told him. And bruh, the way I couldn't speak, laughing my ass off, I was so nervous. But basically, he said he kind of thought I was into him cause, quote, I can only catch you respectfully staring at my butt so many times before it's a little sus. But I told him that I'm bi and we're going on a date Friday. But like, bruh, he looked so flustered and cute when I told him. He had the prettiest smile. And for the people saying stuff about my vocab and texting, I'm a history major, not smart.
Me too.
My vocab consists of, I guess, like, I don't know, bruh and fucking.
I get this guy.
But anyways, I guess we're a little bit more than just gym bros now. Anyways, I'm fucking shaking. I actually did it. Chills. Bruh, I love him so much. So fucking much. Thank you for the support.
That's so great. The beauty of Reddit.
So cute. I know.
It can destroy you and it can also make you.
Am I the asshole for asking the bride if my 3-year-old can wear white to a wedding? I'm really torn by this. My brother, 31, is about to be married. I, 33 male, am one of the groomsmen. My wife had informed me that our daughter, 3, will be wearing a white dress to the wedding. I wasn't sure if this was appropriate, as it is mainly brides and flower girls who wear white. My wife didn't care if any little girls wore white at our own wedding, and others that she knows says they don't care either. My daughter will be the only child attending amongst about 80-ish guests, as she is the only grandchild in either family. There are no flower girls or page boys participating in the wedding. I try to be considerate as possible, as obviously it's not my wedding. So I asked my brother whether there's an issue with it, and he says there will be. White is strictly for the bride, which I respect. Her wedding, her rules, and I don't want any drama. Now my wife is calling me out on it, calling me all sorts of names, saying that I should have stood up for my daughter, saying I should have kept my mouth shut and not mentioned anything, and just rocked up with her wearing her white dress. She wants the bride and groom to pay for a new dress, which was a hand-me-down from the beginning. I am fine to go get another dress, but now it seems like she won't back down out of principle. I feel like I did the right thing, but by my wife's reaction, it makes it seem like it wasn't. Am I the asshole for checking with the bride and groom?
Would you be mad if a baby showed up in white?
I think, well, yeah. Because like,
Would you?
Well, like I will have flower girls.
Okay, but pretend you're this bride.
I'd be annoyed.
You'd be mad if a baby showed up to your wedding in white.
Yeah.
I can't even say it without laughing. I'm sorry.
I, 28 female, have a niece, 16 female. She's my only sister's only child. 2 years ago, I married a very wealthy man, 34 male, and because of the pandemic, last Christmas was my first with my in-laws. My mother-in-law gifted me a coat that's worth more than $20,000. I saw her wearing it, asked where she bought it, and she said it'll be my Christmas gift from her. I didn't know how much it was. I knew it was expensive, but I thought maybe around $3,000 at most. I was visiting my sister last January when my niece saw it. She googled the brand and showed me how much it really was. However, last week, I wore it while visiting my sister. While I was putting it back on to leave, I felt something go splat on my back, and then my niece started cackling and the smell of paint hit me. I was so pissed off while she was not apologetic at all. Her mom screamed at her and said that she was grounded. Then she said she'll pay for the dry cleaning. While I was in my car, still in shock by the way, I got an alert that my niece posted a reel. It was of her doing a prank on me, and she said, I'm gonna hit my aunt's $20,000 coat with a paint-filled balloon to see how she reacts. I saved it on my phone, sent it to her mom and told her that the week's worth of grounding is not enough. She didn't reply, but I saw that my niece took it down. It got less than 5 views by then. The next day I found out that my coat could not be saved, so I called my sister and told her that her daughter has to pay it back. Well, we got into an argument and she said that they will not be paying, and if I wanted a new one, I should get my husband to buy it for me. I think that they should pay for it. They can afford to. In my opinion, they should sell my niece's car and pay me back the money. We did not reach an agreement, so I told her that I'd be suing and reminded her that I have video evidence of her daughter A, did it on purpose for online clout, and B, knew exactly how expensive it was. People in my life are not objective at all. I have some calling me an a-hole, some saying that they're the a-holes for not buying me a new one, and some so obsessed with the price of the coat that they're calling me an a-hole for simply owning it and wanting a new one. Am I in the wrong for wanting to take my niece to court over a coat? My boyfriend and I have been together for about a month and his mom never lets us do anything. We're both in our late teenage years, me being 15 and him almost 16. Ever since his mom found out, we can't do anything together. I can't go over to his house, I can't hug him when he's upset, and I can't even have any quality time with him outside of a town church group. I'm not even Christian, but it's the only way that I can ever see him. She says that she's protecting her son from some sort of misunderstanding as if he's going to do something horrible to me, when I've known him the entire school year and been a close friend of his up until we started dating. For example, she flipped out on me after I went to comfort him after she had just gotten done screaming at him, and I mean screaming, for us being in his room. I gave him a simple hug, which I only offered, and she freaked out at me over it, saying, I'm his mother, I'm the only one who comforts him, and made me stand in his kitchen for 20 minutes while she yelled at him again about how it's her house and her rules, then going on to say that he had no say in what he could and couldn't do with anything relating to me. I'm gonna see him later today at a birthday party and his mom is going to be with him and his little brother. She's also sent me several rude messages regarding me changing her son and making him think he can do whatever he wants, when all I've done is comfort him and try to make him feel better about how much she verbally abuses him. I'm lost and I don't know what to do.
Am I the asshole for asking my fiance to sleep on the pull-out couch so my daughter could sleep in my bed? I, 43 male, have a fiance, 39 female, and also a daughter, 16 female. We traveled to visit my fiance's parents, and last night we got a hotel room. My fiance and I were in the master bed, and my daughter was in the pull-out couch in the next room. Shortly after we fell asleep, my daughter came in and asked if she could sleep in my bed with me. My daughter is on the spectrum and has anxiety from previous trauma and some trouble with being alone in unfamiliar places. I said absolutely and offered to sleep on the pull-out couch with her, but she said it was very uncomfortable. Am I the asshole for asking my fiance to sleep on the pull-out couch so my daughter could sleep in my bed? I asked my fiance if she'd be willing to sleep on the pull-out couch for the night, and she seemed a little annoyed. I offered to get another room for us or to figure something else out, but she insisted it was okay. So we shared the master bed and my fiance slept on the pull-out. When we got home, she seemed kind of passive-aggressive, and when I asked what was wrong, she said she felt completely sidelined, and that I treated her with no respect or decency last night. I said I was sorry, but my daughter was in distress and I had to do something. She's insisting that she's not a little girl anymore, so I could have done something, and I said she's getting out of line. Am I the asshole for getting my daughter a hotel room entirely for herself after her stepsisters made her sleep on the floor? My dad passed away 2 weeks ago, so me and my family flew to my hometown to attend the funeral. It was me, my wife Candace, and my daughter 16 Shiloh, and her stepsisters 19 and 17. After that, we got 2 hotel rooms, one for me and Candace and one for the girls. Well, I got a call from Shiloh at 11 p.m. crying, and she sounded like she was arguing with her stepsisters. When I asked why, she said that her stepsisters insisted she sleep on the floor. They had one large bed, so they definitely could have all fit, so I went to see what was wrong. Am I the asshole for getting my daughter a hotel room entirely for herself after her stepsisters made her sleep on the floor? Her stepsisters really didn't explain why they told her to sleep on the floor, but just shrugged and said, "We're comfortable this way." I told Shiloh to grab her things, and when one of the stepdaughters asked where I was going, I said I was booking her a hotel room. They looked upset but said nothing, but must have told their mom because she was awake when I got back and started arguing with me. I explained why I booked another hotel room, but she said I wasted money and that Shiloh could have sucked it up for one night on the floor. I called her unreasonable for saying this, but she said I showed the girls I'm playing favorites.